Good afternoon and welcome back to where absolutely shit bugger all happened. Aye. Yes, yes. So, has anybody recovered from the Super Bowl last night? Anybody? Is anybody home? Still sleeping? Hungover? Have no energy to get up because you ate too much last night during the game? I mean, possibilities are endless. So, yeah, well, as you can tell, I shaved, which means I ended up finishing the 1974 Stanley Cup Finals. All those hints I've been dropping. Yes, Philadelphia won. 1-0 in game. It was 1-0 in game 6 at the Spectrum. Look up Gene Hart's call at the end of the game. It was pretty yeah, you'll find out. He was pretty excited. He was a little excited. So yes, now the finishing weekend I think has now ended. The Group G in the ice hockey round 3 qualification was ended Saturday. H and J was yesterday. The qualification for women's basketball ended yesterday dramatically. Oh crap, I didn't even look up and see who joined Australia yesterday. Oops. I'll do that after this video. And South American Olympic soccer qualification ended yesterday. As mentioned, Argentina and Paraguay are moving on. And Brazil won't be going anywhere except home. They won't be defending their back-to-back Olympic golds. There won't be a three-peat. As I mentioned, there will be a new champion. And as I mentioned earlier today, Philadelphia in 6 games over Boston. I start the 1975 playoffs in a couple days. And the NHL has 2 new teams. Washington Capitals and the Kansas City Scouts. Wait, Kansas City Scouts? What? They're now the New Jersey Devils. Started in Kansas City, stopped in Colorado as the Rockies. And yes, there was a Colorado team in Colorado before the Avalanche. Colorado Rockies. Colorado Rockies had a pretty good logo. It's basically the state flag in the shape of a mountain. Kept the colors from the Kansas City Scouts too. So, yeah. So that happened. Yeah. Not only did 2 new teams for the 74-75 season, they ended up doing a division realignment in 2 conferences. Clarence Campbell Conference and the Prince of Wales Conference. And you had the Smythe Division, Conn Smythe, Norris Division, James Norris, Patrick Division, I think from the Patrick family from the 20s when they started the Rangers, and they had the West Coast League, and there's the Adams Division, Jack Adams, who I think ran the Red Wings. Now, so they were kind of like, they just, with the 4 divisions, they just basically put the teams in a blender and see what came out. And that's how it came out. Nothing, no geographic locations at all. So there's a division that had the Sabres, the Bruins, the Leafs, and the California Golden Seals. Montreal, LA, Pittsburgh, Detroit, and Washington. Pittsburgh Islanders, Philadelphia Islanders, Rangers, and Atlanta. Which kind of helped the Flyers, Rangers, and Islanders because they're in pretty much that area. Travel was a little easier except going to Atlanta. And they had Vancouver, St. Louis, Chicago, Dallas, and Kansas City. And they expanded the playoffs. So we had a preliminary round of best of 3. And the 4 division winners all got buys into the quarterfinals. Vancouver won the Smythe division with 86 points. Yeah, the Smythe and the Patrick were in one conference, and Adams and Norris were in the other. You'll end up seeing that the Smythe division ends up being the weak division. And he's like, yeah, we don't have to put any effort in it. We still finished first. We're in the playoffs from the quarterfinals. Like, yeah, and it would have just left the top 4. That was a big flaw right to that format, where the division winners had to bye. This was a season that the LA had 105 points. Had to play Toronto, who had 78 points. They had to play a preliminary round, even though they had more points than Vancouver, who won the division, because the 4 division winners had the. It's funny the Kings ended up losing to Toronto in that prelim round. Is like, yeah. And the thing is, Chicago took out Boston in that first round as well. Boston had way more points than Chicago, and I think Chicago had 84 points. Or 80, I don't remember. So, anyways. So, yeah, that happened. So I start that postseason. I got to pull out 2 hockey sticks. So I start on the 14th. And I go to 16th and 17th. I'll be done the first round by Saturday. Because some of them, they go 3 games. Okay, I think it's clue time. Yes, it is Shakespeare's Insults. It was yesterday's Final Jeopardy category. Yesterday's answer was, in The Comedy of Errors, Dromio describes Nell. Hip to hip, she is spherical like this name of Shakespeare's venue. Question, what is the globe? Well, the globe is a spherical shape. The actual globe we live on. I think we're talking about the globeries. Yeah, I think. For chocolate lovers, which is kind of interesting category considering what's on Wednesday. Overrated holiday, I think. Anyways, for chocolate lovers, for $200. Today's Jeopardy answer is, streetlights in Hershey, Pennsylvania are shaped like these foil-wrapped candies. Kisses. Come on. Way too easy. That's the easiest $200 yet. Hershey's Kisses. And I've had my fair share of eating those. Especially at Christmas time, where they're wrapped in green, silver, and red foil. Turn them into a Christmas tree. Yeah, there you go. I've done that. So yeah, what other sporting events happened in 1974? Oh, we just had the Super Bowl yesterday, so from Super Bowl 8, Miami beat Minnesota. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Miami beat Minnesota. 1974 World Series at Oakland won over the Dodgers 4-1. In the 1974 Grey Cup, the Montreal beat Edmonton. But Edmonton will exact their revenge. In 1975, but we'll get to that when we get to finish the 75 postseason. And I think I'm halfway through the 70s. Well, the playoffs of the 1970s, anyways. So yes. Oh boy, it's going to take me a little while to get through the rest of it here, though. Anyways, I think I should call it a video and continue on forth. So in the meantime, and in between time, stay tuned for the next one.